and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Clarissa, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my smothered pork chops. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so I have 2 pork chops here, and I'm going to put some seasoning salt on. Now I have some onion powder, some garlic powder, some Sazon Complete, some paprika, and some fresh cracked pepper. Now you want to mash this into your pork chop just to make sure you're getting all that seasoning all over your pork chop. Now you want to flip these over, and you want to put the same seasoning on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to wash my hands, and I'm going to show you guys what comes next. Okay guys, I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and to this, I'm just going to add some black pepper and a little bit of, and we're just going to mix that up and flatten it out like this. Now we're going to take our pork chops, and we're going to put our pork chops in our flour mixture. You just want to make sure you are pushing that flour into your meat.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Flip it over and do the same again. Now you just want to dust off as much as you can. Just pat it like this, just making sure you get all that extra flour off. Now we're going to repeat that same step with our other pork chop. Now we're just gonna shake the excess off and set that off to the side. Okay guys, so I have some oil heating up here, and now what you want to do is just take your pork chop and put it into that oil so we can fry them up. So I'm going to go ahead and let these pork chops continue to fry up, and when they're ready to flip, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and flip these pork chops over. And we're going to let this side brown up as well. Okay guys, now that this side is brown, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it off to the side on a cooling rack. Okay guys, so to this you want to add about a half of an onion. And you just want to saute these onions up in this oil. Now you want to cook these down until they become translucent. So to this I'm going to add about a tablespoon of butter. And I'm just going to melt that butter. Alright guys, now I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of flour. And I'm just gonna mix this up until we cook all of that raw flour taste off. Which is normally a couple of minutes. It doesn't take long to do. Okay guys, so it's been about 3 minutes. So I have 3 cups of chicken broth.
Preferably in a residential area.
Then I'm going to add in just a little at a time. Now what I'm doing is mixing this up just to make sure I broke down all the pieces of the flour I had from our roux, so we don't wind up with any lumps in our gravy. Okay guys, so I'm gonna let this cook down until the gravy begins to thicken up, and then I'm going to put our pork chops back inside of our gravy so our pork chops can finish cooking. Alright guys, so as you can see, our gravy has thickened up a lot. So what I'm going to do is turn my heat down to low, and I'm going to put my pork chops back in so they can finish cooking inside of the gravy.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Just spoon some of that gravy on top. Like that. And we're gonna let that cook for about 20 more minutes so that the pork chops can finish cooking. And if you guys were wondering why I didn't add any extra seasoning to my gravy, it's because this particular brand is very flavorful, and they have the perfect blend of salt, garlic, onion powder, everything that you need. So if you're using this, 9 times out of 10 you won't need to add any extra seasoning into your gravy. Alright guys, so I'm gonna put a top on this, and I'll be back in about 20 minutes to check on it. Alright guys, so it's been about 20 minutes. And as you can see, our gravy is really thickened up a lot, and it's going to actually continue to thicken up as it cools down. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this fire off and plate this up so you guys can see. Okay guys, so I made some rice. And if you want to know how I make my rice, I did a video on it. So I'll leave a link in the description box for the perfect rice. So I'm going to put some rice down in the bottom of our bowl here like this. Alright, now I'm going to take that pork chop and just lay it on there like this. Now I'm just going to get some of that gravy and just pour it on top like this.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
And there you go, guys. That's how I make my smothered pork chops and gravy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and put in your post notifications so you know when I upload new videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.